Who is Vladimir Putin, a former KGB agent, a master strategist, Russia's most powerful man in modern history? But his story, like his rule, is far from ordinary. Born in 1952 in Leningrad, now St. Petersburg, Putin grew up in the shadows of a war-scarred city. By the 1970s, he joined the Soviet Union's secret police, the KGB, a decision that would shape his worldview, distrust the West, control the narrative, never show weakness. After the USSR collapsed, Putin slipped quietly into politics. In just a few years, he rose from relative obscurity to become Boris Yeltsin's successor. On December 31st, 1999, as the world prepared for Y2K, Yeltsin resigned and handed Russia to Vladimir Putin. And he never gave it back. In the early 2000s, he projected an image of strength, restoring order, stabilizing the economy, and silencing chaos. But behind the scenes, journalists disappeared, opponents were jailed. Billionaires who challenged him lost their fortunes or their freedom. As oil prices soared, so did his popularity, but Putin wasn't just rebuilding Russia, he was rebuilding power. In 2008, the Russian constitution barred him from a third term. So he found a workaround. He became prime minister while his ally, Dmitry Medvedev, kept the presidential seat warm. 4 years later, Putin returned, re-elected amidst protests and accusations of fraud. Then came 2014, Crimea, a peninsula Russia annexed from Ukraine, sparking global outrage and sanctions. Putin's approval ratings soared at home, even as the West turned icy. And in 2022, the world watched in shock as Russia launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine, a war that would isolate Russia, trigger the largest refugee crisis in Europe since World War II, and redefine Putin's legacy. To some, he's a symbol of resilience, to others, a ruthless authoritarian. But one thing is certain: Vladimir Putin has reshaped Russia and challenged the world. The question now isn't where he came from, it's how and when his story will end.